players stand shoulder to shoulder in singing the national anthems. South Korea proudly line up for their national anthem. The lineups, we can have a look at them now. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I would think Son Heung-min, the South Korean. He can play anywhere in attack, but ideally his most success seems to come from wide and his incisive inward bursts. He may not yet be regarded as a great goal scorer, but he has real ambition to get there.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Looks like a good ball through. Up to meet it! There it is!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
South Korea go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Tries a long pass towards the front. Chip through. Massive leap! Whose ball? Who's going to get there? Danger averted for now. Looks to dink one in. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Tries to stroke it through. It's in! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
South Korea grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Shot a goal! No mistake! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Knocks it towards the front. Shade too heavy. Keeper could pick that up. He's found his man. Oh, he's broken through. Back of the net!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Oh, pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Looks to slip it through. Done very well to intervene. Forward it goes. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Tries lifting it over. Keeps everyone guessing.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Aimed forward. Steered out wide. He'll have a dip! Defence has got rid of that. Can he find a finish now? Goal! And they get themselves in front!
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
South Korea get themselves into the lead. Hoists it high. And the through ball is intercepted. Son Heung-min. Ball is over the line. Floats one over. And out to safety. And the finish! Oh, he's really drilled it. Son Heung-min goes short. A chance to play it in. Turns and goes back. Top save! That shot was travelling. The defence can get it clear. The referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
South Korea do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2. Hoisted towards the area. Great early ball. Same can't be said for the finish.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross, and it really should have seen something better on the end of it. They're committing a lot of men forward at the start of this second half. They know that this is an important time for them now.
Well, what about it? It's level again! What a match we have! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. He's made it 3, quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football.
Turns and goes back, and with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I think when you're in front of goal like that, you really should do better. That's a poor finish in the end.
Passes it through. It's on a plate. The shot's on! Oh, taken with style! And they get themselves in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
South Korea go into the lead. Plays it long. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And he's there to hoof it away. Tries a through ball. Son Heung-min. How about it? And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Tried to play it through.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
A chance! He's scored! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
South Korea go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Lovely feet. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Tries the route one option. Now the pass. He's got the ball glued to his feet. And it's Son Heung-min. Here it is now, surely! They've managed to get it away. Oh, he's found him in space. They are rampant. And the lead is 3. It is surely done. Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Germany have a sub ready to come on. South Korea blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Gnabry. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
South Korea have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes. Goretzka picks it up from the goal kick. Tries a through ball. Tries one! Oh, outstanding save. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, it's come off the upright. Out of play for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Passes it through. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Played out to the wing. He's made sure that that won't get through. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Oh, glorious footwork! Away from immediate danger. Looks like a good ball through. Wonderful quick feet. It's a long forward pass. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Looks to slip it through. Goretzka. Oh, good interception. Looking to hit the front line. He's away! And that is the last effort of the game. South Korea have won big and in style. Everything went for them. Their poor opponents left chasing shadows. A scintillating performance. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, I think when you score with your first effort and goal, there's a good chance that things are going to go your way for the rest of the game. And to be fair, they used the impetus it gave